Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For Isaac Brown, Jake Fennell, I'm Zach Austin. Week 6 coaches show. We got the QB1 here with us. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Jace Washburn. I'm the quarterback, and I start at safety. I'm a
Nice.
junior.
So how long you been playing, Jace?
5 years. Started in
years.
7th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a difference in safety and quarterback? Is one kind of like the quarterback of the defense, or what?
Safety's pretty much quarterback of the defense. Get everyone lined up, tell everyone what they're in. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Let's see here. That's the wrong questions. I don't want to ask you Coach Crowley's questions. What's one of your favorite memories?
In junior high, it's beating Mountain Home my 8th grade year.
Yeah, that's a good game.
They were 6A, I think.
Yeah,
And we beat them, and then senior high, probably just making it to state championship game last year. That was an awesome experience.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep.
Hopefully you get to go back this year maybe.
Hope so.
Right. Let's see. What do you do when you don't play football?
I'm a big hunter. I like fishing, just anything outdoors.
Right.
Golf. I play golf, baseball.
You play a little bit of everything, right?
Yep.
You kind of like Dax.
Track,
You just do
basketball.
everything.
Yep. Just like being outdoors.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's
yep.
awesome. Let me ask you this. This ain't on the list. What's your favorite memory, maybe hunting with Dad or somebody?
There was one time I was probably 10 years old, first time getting up in a climber stand.
Yeah.
We saw 2 huge bucks. We didn't get a shot. It was amazing. Just seeing those, being with my dad.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
always awesome. Get a little buck fever going. And
Yeah.
Yeah. I always enjoyed hunting with my dad. Still do. So we'll go ahead and we'll jump to last Friday. Come out. We'll go up 7-0, then get scored another one in the second quarter. Go up 13-0 at halftime. What's that like? Going up just 13 points at halftime, and then you'll come out just kind of on fire. But at halftime, you had over 100 yards passing. Did you know that at the time?
No. Hey man, we didn't feel very good first half.
Yeah.
We had a few. We didn't have very many offensive possessions.
Yeah.
But I think we had 4 maybe.
Yeah.
One was under 2 minutes, and then some of them we just had busted plays. Didn't really go much, and then we had 2 I think that we scored on.
Yep.
But we just had a few busted plays here and there, and we didn't get. We should have scored every time we had the ball, but we just had some busted plays and didn't get there.
Right. I know that one we had I think a penalty or something, and then went for it, and they stopped us. And then, like you said, the last possession we had in the first half was under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So that was tough. That was very tough.
We had the ball, I think, close to their end zone.
Yeah.
So we had to go the length of the field, the whole game mostly. They had a good punter.
I was impressed. We was talking about that. I think about 5 times. I remember 6 probably. Y'all started within inside the 10, at the 10 or under. And
yeah, we had to go
crazy.
the whole length of the field. It seems like every time. It was wild.
How does that change for you from a quarterback's perspective? Does that change anything for you?
Yeah, because if we don't get it, what's going to happen? You got to know, what plays you kind of expect what plays coming next. You just got to know where the open spots are and, just see what defense is. And then just attack their weaknesses.
Yeah.
Where they're at, attack their weaknesses.
Right, that's good. So continuing with that, you only gave up 112 yards or so on defense. You had an interception. I think that was a big part, kind of helps get things going. What was that like? What's it like intercepting the ball on defense?
Man, it feels great. You feel accomplished. You're in the right place, right time.
Yeah.
Recovered your man. It's just a great feeling. Getting your team the ball back. It's just amazing.
Yeah. And then we'll talk about you a little. I mean, a career night for you. 7-9 passing, 113 yards, I believe.
Yeah.
And then 181 yards on the ground. What was Friday night like for you?
It was just amazing. We had a ton of fans for a away game that far. It was an amazing environment. Everyone, I think we just came ready to play. The first half really didn't show, but second half we were all ready.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. The pep rally before, everyone loves those pep rallies.
Oh, yeah.
Just fans around here, they get us pumped up. It's amazing.
That's good. What's it like at halftime for, maybe the younger kids or anybody that's never really played or anything? What's halftime like for y'all?
We just go in there, get water. The coaches, they draw up on the whiteboard anything, what we need to fix. There's a lot we need to fix. They just tell us what we can do better, what we're doing wrong.
Yeah.
And then they just really tell us what to do to make it better, to let us win, to make us win.
That's good. Y'all definitely done that Friday. I got here. Is there anything you learned, or maybe something? Let me ask you this: is there anything that you can take away from Friday to help you get a little bit better?
You just gotta play as a team.
Yeah.
Like on that one long run, I knew Tibbetts. I knew he was gonna be there. I knew my line was gonna have a great block.
Yeah.
I saw Tibbetts with the block, and I was running. You just gotta know your team, how they're gonna play, where
Right.
everyone's gonna be at.
That's good. And then, as far, well, this will be the last question for last Friday night. What's one play that sticks out to you?
Probably that long run.
That long run there towards the end.
I could have cut it either way, but I think I made the right read.
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
back, just everyone had great blocks.
Right.
Yeah, got me
Yeah,
in
that
that
was
position.
that was a pretty sweet run. You took off and then you got out of my view, and so I'm like, Jake, you're gonna have to tell me what's going on, dude, because I can't see a thing. I was hoping you'd get in on that one, but it's pretty close.
Horse collar.
Yeah, horse collar. So, this Friday, homecoming. Homecoming's always kind of a crazy week, anyways. What's it like from a player's perspective?
Homecoming, it's crazy. Like you get out of school early.
Yeah.
You have the pep rally. It's a crazy pep rally. A ton of fans. The whole
Yeah.
gym's filled. Then you go to the parade. It's an awesome parade. Then you come back here. You get ready for the game. Go over everything. Pregame, and then we just go out and play. Do everything.
So, what can we expect from y'all this week against Greenland?
I think everyone's gonna have amazing effort. I think the teams got to know each other better.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we're gonna play as a team way better. I think we should have great effort. It should be a great game.
That's good. Starting to kind of gel a little bit more together, so to speak. That's good. What can we expect from Greenland this week?
They have a few good backs, like the receivers. Their quarterback's pretty good,
Yeah.
and their running back. They're gonna try to pass, I think. So secondary is gonna have a big game.
Right.
I don't think they'll be able to run it on us, but the quarterback and the receiver is pretty good.
Pretty good. So maybe a couple more interceptions from you, probably. You know?
hopefully.
Yeah. That'll be good. So let's see here. What do you love about football, Jace?
I just love the adrenaline rush. The environment here, it's crazy. From the first snap to the last snap, my adrenaline never stops rushing, even
Okay.
at halftime.
Right.
It's crazy. Just love the feeling.
So what's it like to be a Bearcat player?
Man, you wake up, you gotta be up here at 7. They have breakfast for us, usually eggs. It's amazing, bacon.
Yeah.
That just gets us ready for the game. Then we go to school. Then we have pep rally, amazing. And then we just come up here after school, and we just talk about it, the game, get ready, go over everything one last time.
Yeah.
And we just go out there.
So a couple more questions here. What's Jace's go-to meal before a game? You have a go-to meal?
I usually go to Subway,
Yeah.
steak and cheese sandwich,
Yeah.
and then vitamin water.
Yeah, there you go.
Usually gets me ready.
Right, that's
Yeah.
pretty good. And then last one here. We'll always try to end with this one. What's something you would tell a younger kid that wants to be a Bearcat?
Just get to know your teammates.
Yeah.
The more you know them, the better you're gonna play. You just gotta know them, where they're gonna be, what's gonna happen. You just gotta know each other like brothers. We're
Yeah.
all brothers here.
Nice. That's awesome. You got anything else you want to add or throw in?
I don't think so.
Hey, y'all come out Friday night, homecoming. Show up early. Show up an hour early. You got homecoming ceremonies. Maybe see this guy have another career night. Hey, come out and support these guys. They enjoy it. They feed off of it. They love the environment, and it's always fun. Jace, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen. Week six, coaches show. Get a little tongue-tied. Head QB1, Jace Washburn, with us. Coach Crowley, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Good to see you again.
You too. Last week, a very big win. First shutout win of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Walk through us. Come out. Jace mentioned it. Only had 4 possessions in the first half.
Yeah.
Go up 13-0.
Yeah.
I know that last one started at the 2-minute mark and below, but
Right.
like he said, you had 5-6 possessions where you're inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
What's that like from a coaching's perspective?
Yeah, they did a really good job having limiting us to 4 possessions and just ran out of time on the last one. I felt like our traditionally the offense here is not meant or built to score 60, 70-yard runs.
Yeah.
Unless you just and we've been blessed with some good backs that can do that.
Yeah.
But we're more of a 3, 4, 5, 6 yards and go to the next play. And West Fork did a good job of making us do that. And luckily our defense played really well the other night. I felt frustrated after the game, just because I didn't feel like we performed the way we could have. But when we
Mm-hmm.
go back and look at the stats, we had 600 plus yards
Yeah.
offense and held them to just right at 100
Mm-hmm.
defensively. So I think it's good, I guess, to be frustrated when you do that. But
Right.
we just got to start a little bit quicker, and we're not just clicking like we need to yet. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's halfway through the season, so maybe we're going to start to hopefully do that as we continue on.
Right. Um, what's it like coaching from a? You have a 600-yard game. Last year you had three of those. This is the first one this year. Each team is different. Does that change anything as far as coaching goes? Maybe little tweaks, try to make things better or see things differently.
Yeah, that's the thing we try to get across to our kids watching film yesterday is we did what we did and we're still doing a ton of things wrong, up front. And if we get those things fixed, man, the sky's the limit. And same thing with the backs. Dax will be the first to tell you he missed a few cuts that probably turned into 50, 60-yard touchdown runs.
Yeah.
And it's just a new team. Last year we started a little bit faster and we matured quicker.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing that quite yet, but I really do believe the best football's ahead of this group, and I think there's some really good moments ahead for these guys.
Right, I think so. Like Jace said, he kind of feels like the guys are kind of coming together a little
Yeah,
bit more and gelling.
sure.
And we saw a couple of guys out here a while ago, and they just kind of feel like the camaraderie, I guess, so to speak. There's coming one, so to speak.
Yeah. And luckily last year we had 17 seniors last year, and you don't really have to worry about something like that. With a group that's been there and battle tested and done it, now a small senior class of 8,
Yeah.
9, whatever it is, and then mix in 25 sophomores and 8 or 9 juniors, a relatively young football team.
Yeah.
So you expect that to maybe come along a little bit later than it did last year, but when it does, I think it's going to be pretty special.
Um, this will be, I guess, the last question for last Friday. What's it like coaching? I mean, you played. You may have several career nights, but what's it like coaching? You have a kid just have it like a career night like Jace did.
Yeah, fortunately, we've been able to witness a few of those in the
Yeah.
last couple of years. Dax last year and Randon, a couple of years before
Mm-hmm.
that. And seeing Jace do it, you can't be happier for a kid just because
Yeah.
yeah, I think you could punch him in the face and he'd still smile at you.
Yeah.
He's just such
Yeah.
a good kid. And we gave him a hard time after watching film, in the first half. If he made a few adjustments at halftime, if he does what he's supposed to do there early on, he has probably even more yardage because
Yeah.
of bigger runs. But did a really good job. And we talked about last week throwing the ball a little bit. We were able to mix in a little bit of that, and he did a really good job of just getting it to his playmakers in space
Right.
and getting it to them and letting them do what they do. So very excited for him, and best is still yet to come for
Yeah.
that young man.
Yeah, definitely so. Jumping to Greenland this week in homecoming, what can we expect from the Pirates?
They're a young football team as well right now, and they're gonna be on a spread offense. They're gonna get it out quick, and pressure us on defense a little bit. Probably show us some blitzes. We haven't seen a lot of blitzing defenses this year, and so we got to really work on that up front to make sure we get it blocked up right. But we're just trying to work on getting better and getting our team coming together like they need to be, and that's what we're really focused on this week.
Right. Starting to dwindle down or I say dwindle down towards the end of the season. It is, and then as it does that, the conference race is kind of heating up.
Sure.
Us, Mansfield, and Charleston are all 2-0 right now. All three have 26 tiebreaker points. For the ones that don't know, each conference win over 13. You can get up to 13 points.
Yeah.
So how do you keep the coaches? I know I would be having to reel myself back in to not be looking ahead towards potential
Sure.
big showdowns. How do you keep yourself and the players reeled in?
The playoff bracket come out a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
which we've
yeah.
had it for a while and seen where possibilities you could be. So that's always there. You're always looking at scenarios and who you could see if things work out in certain situations. If we do what we're supposed to do this week, then we're either going to see, an undefeated Mansfield team next week or an undefeated Charleston team the following week. So
Right.
either way, both of them are playing good football right now, and we got to go on the road to both of those, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a test for our team. And we just I know the kids especially they have a hard time not looking forward to a couple of the games, and it's been a challenge keeping them kind of reeled in, focused on the task at hand. But you got some other good coaches in there that try to kind of help keep that reeled
Right.
in. So I think they understand that one game at a time, and the rest take care of itself.
A couple more questions. We'll get you out of here. Had an article, well, last week on Manton, and then this week one on Seth.
Mhm.
What's it like having players that will one step up or be like, "Hey guys, we want to move you to this spot," and they're like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do that." What's that like from a coach?
Oh, it's everything. I mean, it's not every kid's like that.
Mhm.
You have some kids that you say, it may be like a tight end, type body, or a heavier running back, and you say, we need to move you down to the offensive line, or we need to do this. And a lot of them, in the past haven't been as receptive to it, just simply because, I mean, I understand it,
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a pride thing, but it don't happen very often. But with Seth, he's just one of those kids. The more you're around him, the more you love him. He will do anything. If you ask him to go sit in the stands and watch the game, he'll do
Yeah.
it. I mean, he's just going to do it. And Dakota's the same way. So that means everything to a coach. And it just, you try not to have favorites, and you're told not to have favorites as a coach, but you really do. You
Yeah.
favor the kids that really work hard and do what you ask them to do. And
Right.
I think we got a lot of kids like that, and most of the kids are like that. So it makes our job that much easier.
Right. Couple more questions. I forgot to ask you this here a couple weeks ago. We was talking to Sims,
Mhm.
Lance Sims up here, and asked him and said, "Lance, can we see you run the ball any?" He's all, "I don't know, but I'd like to." So, could we see Sims run the ball at some point this year, Coach?
Oh man, the more he asks, those chances go down more
Right.
and more. And he asked me quite a bit. So.
I figured he probably would.
Yeah, I don't know. We may try to. I know when I played back in the day, we always had a senior play or something,
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
had let the backs be the linemen and linemen be the backs. And we may play with something like that one day. I don't know. We'll see.
But anyways, I told him I'd get that
Yeah,
asked for him.
sure.
So, Coach, what is your favorite food?
Man, around here, I'm a pasta. I like spaghetti, but
Yeah.
man, it's hard to beat seafood. I'm a big shrimp and crab legs kind of guy, man. I
Yeah.
love going to the beach in the summer. I don't do much but eat seafood. So
Yeah.
seafood would probably be my favorite food.
Right.
I like good seafood.
Good seafood. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's hard to beat.
I guess this will be our last question. What is your go-to food before the game, Coach?
I don't eat. I eat breakfast in the morning,
Uh-huh.
either out at Glendale or the guys that cook here, and then I don't eat the rest of the day at all.
Yeah.
Man, I just I can't do it. I'd be
Right.
miserable the whole time if I do. So I usually have some Gatorade, and I don't know. That's about it. Try not to. I don't know. I usually have some bad headaches too, so I should
Right.
probably eat something. I wouldn't have those bad headaches on game nights. But
Yeah.
I just, I've never been a big eater on game days or anything like that. So.
Yeah.
And it's hard because those guys are always in there eating either Reeds or Jam Mart
Oh,
or
I'm
some Black
sure.
Dog
Yeah.
or something, bringing it in there. So,
Yeah.
but I try not to eat on game days after breakfast.
That would be. It was always kind of had to watch what you ate, especially the closer it got, the
Yeah,
more nervous you get.
yeah,
That's just how it goes.
right.
I told you that'd be the last question, but this will be the last
Okay,
question.
Sure.
What music do you listen to? You get ready for like a game or something? Your hug music.
Well, Coach Kimes is a big Alice in Chains guy, so we've always got an Alice in Chains, either Nutshell or Rooster going on in the
Yeah.
office before the game. I'm a big, I like Chris Stapleton,
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen kind of stuff. I'm not a big rock guy, I guess you could say.
Right.
I love when Party in the USA is playing in the locker room. If we've
Yeah.
won, that's always playing in the locker room, and it's on repeat for about 20 minutes. So I kind of like that song.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
hear that song, it's a good day here
Good
in
day.
Bearcat Land. So
Yeah.
Anyway, that's about it for me.
Well, that's good. That's not too bad. Maybe we'll hear that this Friday.
Yeah,
homecoming.
always, man.
So.
You're always rooting for a Party in the USA, right?
I guess that'll do it for us, folks. Hey, y'all come out Friday night. Homecoming festivities start about 6 o'clock or so. Get here around 4:30 if you want to have a good seat to watch everything, and then support these guys as they take on the Pirates from Greenland. Conference is starting to tighten up the race is. So come out, support these guys, give them a good atmosphere. For Isaac Brown, Jake Fennell, I'm Zach Austin. And remember, as always, folks, it's a great day to be Bearcat.